Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. I hope everybody is having a wonderful day and everybody is staying warm and the snow is all shoveled and we're having fun. Today we are going to make these awesome teardrop bags. Thinking about using these for gift bags for the kids for Valentine's Day. So they open up and then they're just a bag inside. You can put some treats inside, maybe a gift card. I think they are adorable. So what you're going to need to do this project is you are going to need 2 pieces of fabric measuring 5 inches by 8.5 inches. You are also going to need some ribbon cut at 17 inches. You'll need 2 pieces. You could use string, you could use yarn, you could use ribbon. You can use your imagination and put something else in there if you like. You are also going to need your sewing machine, an iron, and then the edges on one side are rounded. I just use a plate to mark my edges, and that's it. So let's get started. The first thing you're going to do is cut your fabric at 5 by 8.5 inches, which I've already done. And the next step you are going to do is you are going to round your edges. So you take your plate on one end. If you have directional fabric, make sure it's going the correct direction. This part is going to be my top, and this part is going to be my bottom. So make sure if you have directional fabric, you watch which way you're going. You're going to want to mark around the bottom to make it round. And then you're going to cut your roundness on the bottom. Now, after you have finished that, you're going to put your fabric inside out. Just like that. Now what you are going to do is you are going to take a ruler and you are going to mark on the top down 2.75 inches and then 3.5 inches. This is going to be our hole where our ribbon's going to go. You're going to do that on both sides. .75 and 3.5. Flip it over. Do 2.75 and 3.5. And then the same thing on this side. 2.75 and then 3.5. Okay, so the next step after you mark those is we are going to iron the top. So we're going to make our clean edge on the top. Now to do this, you're going to do your iron So you are going to fold 1/2 inch, and you're going to press that. After you have that pressed, you're going to fold it up at 1.5 inches. And then you're going to press. And you're going to do this to both sides. So after you press your edges, it should look like this on both sides. Now the next step you're going to do is you're going to undo your pressing, and you are going to put right sides together. Now this is where you would pin if you like. This is small enough that I do not pin. But if you're a pinner, please go ahead and pin. Now the next step you're going to do is we are going to sew a seam all along the outside. It's a 1/4 inch seam. Minding your markings. You are not going to want to sew in between the markings. If you have trouble with that and you need to know where not to sew, you can pin here and pin here. So you could pin your markings so you know, just like that. So you know where to stop and start. All right, so we have sewn the 1/4 inch seam all the way around, leaving our hole on each side. Make sure you are back stitching when you stop and when you start. That way it doesn't unravel. So our next step is we are going to, let me cut my corners here. You can take a pair of pinking shears if you have them. If not, you can just leave it, and you can cut along on the bottom half. So from that last seam that you skipped all the way down. If not, you can leave it plain like this. So we are going to flip it so the right side is out. So you'll have that. Now the next step we are going to do is we are going to fold these creases that we ironed earlier in. Making it look nice and neat and even on the top. And after we have it like this, we're going to go to the sewing machine, and on the inside we are going to do a stitch right on the flap right there all the way around. All right, so now we got that sewn. Should look like that. And it'll catch the inside. So when you're sewing this on your sewing machine, you want to lay your presser foot on top here and sew right along. Right there. Moving it as you go. It's a tight squeeze, but it works. Now the next step we are going to do is we are going to sew 5/8 of an inch from the top. This is making our channel for our ribbon to go through. So after we sew our sewing here on the top, it's 5/8 of an inch from the top, we have an almost finished bag. Now the next step you are going to do, see there's our channel where our ribbon goes through is you're going to take your ribbon. These are 2 ribbons that cut at 17 inches each. You are going to need to get a safety pin and attach it to the end of one of your ribbons. Now we are going to go through the hole that we have here on the side, and we are going to go all the way around and come out the same as the end of our ribbon. Just like that. Now you're going to do the same thing to the other ribbon, but you're going to start on the opposite side. So we started over here, but now we're going to go in through here on this side. And you're going to do the same step. You're going to go right past that one. And you're going to come out the side. Just like that. So after you're done, you should end up something like this. You're going to straighten out your ribbon, making sure they're even on each side. And then you're going to tie a little knot in the end. Just like that on that side. Do the same thing to the other side. And there we go. Tighten it up. And there we have our little teardrop bag. I've made a few of them. This one I made with cherry fabric. There's a red fabric that I did. And then, of course, the star one. And then I did one with this red and white. So these are adorable and cute. Great for gifting grandkids or people at work. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you for joining me. Please like and subscribe. And we will see you next time. Have a good day, guys.